I want to do a fun little experiment here, show and tell. And I know the audience can't quite show their figure on the live stream, but I want you guys to comment below. What is the one figure that you can't live without? The one figure, it can be 6 scale. The 6 scale is what we're thinking of. Maybe I'll change the title, but it doesn't have to be Hot Toys. It can be third party. It can be whatever. Well, the one figure that you cannot live without. And I think we all have many of these, right? So you could pick just one that, comes to mind at the moment, but there are probably a lot that you could choose from. So I actually want to start with Dean on this one. Dean. Or Dean, do you want me to show mine first, or you want to go? Because I have a hunch what you're going to pick.
Yeah, you go first.
All right, so I'll show mine. So I'm going to show one that I don't want to give it away. This is such an underrated figure. This is so underappreciated of a figure for how iconic this character is for cinema, right? And it's this one. This is Infinity War Thanos.
Great figure.
And Dean, and let me tell the people, I'm going to look into the camera on this one. This is the best Thanos Hot Toys has ever made, right? Because look, battle damage Thanos, he doesn't even fit on the fucking base right. Like his foot, you have to prop him up on the base for it to fit correctly, right? Yeah. Otherwise, you can't just stand him on the base. The regular Thanos is pretty cool. The armor Thanos, I do like that. However, show me a more iconic Thanos than this boy right here.
Bro, and this Thanos wins.
Yeah, this Thanos wins.
Armored Thanos gets his fucking dick hole smashed in.
He does,
this
bro.
Thanos mops the floor with everybody.
Yeah, with the Avengers, bro. And
to me, this is the Thanos to own.
And Dean, best Marvel film ever made is Infinity War. Arguably. I think a lot of people would some people would say Endgame, sure, but I think a lot of people would agree with that. So it's got to be the Infinity War Thanos.
Die in this movie.
Dude, this is one of those figures that I think one day could become very special, but we'll see. Dean, what's your figure?
That's a pretty solid choice. I recently sold off a bunch of Marvel figures. I kept Thanos.
Nice.
It's so good. My cannot live without figure. Game Toys Cloud.
Oh, dude. Dean, what are those arms?
I want to protect the other
seamless
ones.
Arms, bro.
I want to protect the other one, so I don't have them on. But this character, my absolute favorite character of all time is Claude Strife.
Yep.
I pretty much buy every version of this character I could get my hands on. I almost missed out on this guy. Luckily, a buddy of mine found one for me at IKEA Hobbies. It was only like $240, which I could not spend fast enough because, well, I don't know if you've seen lately, but he's selling for like $700 just for this one.
Yep. I bought from IKEA Hobbies as well because my pre-order fell through and I got the bike version. And I had to pay about a little under $800 for him with the bike. So yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, I didn't get the bike. I don't like the Hardy Daytona in the remake, but yeah, I mean, I got all my Final Fantasy VII figures there. I got Cloud up here. I got Cloud on my desk. I got Clouds everywhere because I just love this character. And this is without a doubt the greatest rendition of this fucking character in existence. So yeah, this is.
Well, Dean, are you getting the Toys Era figures?
Oh, Final Fantasy VII is just that. Like, I will buy whatever.
Right.
It's always been that way. I have all the original Bandai figures. I have all the original PlayArts figures. I have all the PlayArts Kai figures. Like, I buy Final Fantasy figures. So Final Fantasy VII specifically. So whoever makes it, I'll buy it.
Yeah, dude. Well, I hope that Toys Era does a good job with it. That Aerith looks really good as long as you can put the seamless arms on her. That looks
solid.
That looks pretty good. So I'm excited.
I still really want a fucking Tifa. I have like a third party pre-order that looked okay. It's the most recent one. I don't even know who does it, but
a lot of those have been kind of to me.
Very terrible. So
right.
This one looks like it might be okay.
Right.
If not, I'll just sell it. But yeah, I wanted Game Toys to make Tifa, but
I know. They teased her multiple times, but then they never put her up for pre-order. Yeah, exactly. So they've just been MIA. So Toys Era is going to hop in and make everyone on the line, I think. I think they're going to make Barrett. They're going to make Cloud, Sephiroth, Tifa, Aerith, all of them. So,
yeah.
So anyway, so Kiko, what is your figure that you want to share with the people today that you cannot live without? Fill us in. No, you had to do that, bro. You had to do it. You had to pull it up on the iPad. Dude, Kiko, what if it comes out shitty? What are you going to do?
I don't think it can because I have all the other Scarlet Witches and they're serviceable. But
Mm.
that was a joke. But of course, the one I can't live without is my dark side
Ooh.
Anakin. Everyone knows that. I think this is one of the best Star Wars figures they've ever done. Let's go ahead and move the hood back. There we go.
Hard to argue.
He's cool. What's
Yeah.
that?
I said hard to argue.
Yeah, I mean, once again, my shit is jammed,
Fantastic
but
figure. It's so
I mean,
well done.
it's just so cool. It's just such an iconic moment. And everyone's like, "Well, he didn't fight with the orange eyes," you know. This is Lord Vader to me. This is Darth Vader as he was at max capacity, max power, all that stuff of what he truly was destined to be. And I love that. And I've always loved this whole look and aesthetic of him from Revenge of the Sith, you know, from his robes and the gauntlet and all that stuff. But this is just so cool because I got this for $150 on eBay because no one wanted him. And I was like, I'd like to have a Star Wars hot toy. Because Deadpool is my first hot toy. This was my second hot toy ever. And
Nice.
yeah, I got him on eBay for $150. And
Damn.
then,
Bro, I remember you could not give that figure away.
I know.
Dude,
I know
Sideshow was discounting him like crazy, I remember.
My buddy Rainer had one, and like, no, I think he ended up selling it for like 140, 150 bucks because nobody wanted it. And then in like 3 weeks, the second it's just sold out, it's people lose their fucking minds.
Well, it's true, Dean, because I remember I had that Anakin and I had it at the time when it sold it because I bought mine from Sideshow. I paid retail for it and I got it from Sideshow. But then someone offered me, I think, $760 for it. And I was like, that's probably one of the figures that I missed, maybe the figure I missed the most that I have sold over the years. But I couldn't pass up selling it for 3 times what I paid for it. I was like, eventually, there
at
either
some
will
point
be,
the number makes sense, right?
yeah, there will be another one, or I will go back and buy it. If someone has a good price for it, I'll go and
just
buy
get
one.
that Anakin version if you really need
yeah, I
one.
guess I could. I wouldn't mind getting a light side Anakin either. I mean, as long as I have an Anakin,
he's great.
it'd be fine. So
yeah, I had my buddy Rainer was in a pretty bad car accident, and I helped. I don't want to say take care of him, but I was there, you know, taking him places he needed to go, like loading in his wheelchair and stuff like that. And he surprised me with an Anakin, like as a thank you, light side Anakin. So like that, I'll never get rid of that figure, but it's such a beautifully done figure. It's insane how beautiful that figure, like the materials used, the fit and finish, the tailoring, everything about that figure is incredible.
And the head sculpt's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a good choice, Kiko.
Yeah. It's a really
and everyone choice. And I always said what separated that I think that people really liked is when it started giving something exclusive technically with the base. People wanted that base. They're like, oh, I want a Mustafar, you know, lava droid. That's cool. I want one.
I've definitely bought figures for bases before.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
it's cool. It's dope as hell, man.
It's funny. There are sometimes though where you're like, do I really need that base? Like the new Spider-Man, the red and blue suit. I really want that suit, but I'm like, do I need that?
You don't need a
chimney.
Snow top,
yeah, I was like, yeah.
Unless it's sitting on your mantle for Christmas and you're going to hang a stocking. No, you do not.
Right.
But even right now, Will, that figure, the market's kind of settled around like 5-ish.
Right.
So you'd still come out with technically having gotten it for free.
Right, exactly. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like if someone lists one again, I might end up going for it. But it's like, you know what will happen, Dean? The second I do, like the next day, Hot Toys would be like, oh, here you go. Dark Side Anakin 2.0 with the light side head sculpt and movable eyes. And then it's just going to be like, fuck my life, dude. Like I knew I shouldn't have done that. But, you know, you still get a great figure out of it. But, you know, buying backwards can be an interesting like I think the most I've paid for a figure besides the Cloud, but which was unfortunate because my pre-order fell through because the company couldn't get the product anymore. But basically, what was it called? Like, so if buying backwards, the only time I've really done that expensively was the DX13 Terminator, the battle damage Arnold. I think I paid about $500 for that or $550, and it came with some extra clothes and stuff too. So it wasn't just the figure, but you know, I had to pay a little bit up for that one. And I love that figure. It's one of my favorites. But
yeah, my second choice for figures I can't live without was my 3-0 Guts from Berserk.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've seen that one.
But the exclusive one with the unmasked head, I bought backwards for that. I remember my local comic book store, the owner messaged me. He's like, hey, I have a Guts. Do you want it? And I was like, no, I'm okay. It's fine. And I think they retail for like under 200 or something.
Right.
I ended up paying like 4 something.
Yep.
Like a year later, I was like, I need this figure like
But see,
you
Dean,
know,
that comes
I
in
need
with the
to earn my
exclusivity
loyalty.
idea, doesn't it? Because it's
Yeah.
like, you know what? It's sold out, so now I feel like I want it even more, right? That is something
Yeah.
that FOMO is a factor.
Because I was like, oh well, they've already made 2 versions. Like, you know, I could find one eventually, but
Right.
it's that unmasked head that I was like, fuck, like I need that.
Right.
So I had to
Yeah.
get it.